Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Welcome back to the Power Hour podcast, the pod that is hotter than a hot rod, the right pod for you. It's episode 7, folks, and we are back with your boys on the casting couch having a brew or two. So once again, joining me, it is my boys, Camo with all the ammo, and J-Phat. How are we feeling, boys?
Pretty solid, 10 out of 5, mate. 10 out of 5.
Should have stayed on the boat.
Sweet as you fuckers. Let's get right into this mess. But firstly, as a public service reminder, drink responsibly, New Zealand. This binge has been tested by our best. Kia kaha tuatara. So, lads, our first segment of this lovely evening is what's been happening. So, we want to find out what's been going on in our world. So, J-Phat, what's been happening with you, man?
We just had a uni break, and over, I guess, the last week, we've done a bit of adventuring. Me, Cameron, Ammo, and Lube, we had a wee trip down to the Coromandel with a couple of Sheilas and a couple of crates.
Yeah, it was a bit of a warm-up for crate day, you know how you got the summer feel, this warm sort of springtime. Felt like summer, so we figured, hey, why not, let's practice for crate day coming up,
Fair enough. Going on in my world, I've been heartbroken because 75% of my podcast crew went on a road trip and I didn't get so much as a Google invite.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Well,
yeah.
That's quite fine. I'll get you.
You were home amongst the gum trees, mate. So.
Yes, I was at home with my lovely, lovely family. So, we'll move it on to the shoulda, woulda,
You should
coulda.
have, if you would have, or could have. It's the shoulda, woulda, coulda.
So, I'm kind of going off you guys camping and stuff with the Snapchats. The weather wasn't all that flash, but we are a bit more fortunate than others. In America, obviously, Houston has been hit with a massive hurricane, and Hurricane Irma is making her way up the eastern seaboard from the Caribbean. So we are going to go with shoulda, woulda, coulda hurricanes. First off, should you take on a hurricane? Because you see the shows like Storm Chasers and stuff, and they supposedly make a lot of money out of it and really pop chubs for it. But I mean, for us average blokes, should we take on hurricanes?
I think there's a big difference between small wee New Zealand hurricane.
Oh, like the one that hit Auckland.
Yeah,
months ago.
exactly.
Debbie.
Compared to
Hurricane Debbie.
She was beauty.
She was a joker, mate.
Yeah, bloody oath. Could see her doing some stand-up comedy, eh? Compared to Texas at the moment, I think there's a big difference between taking on. If it was Debbie, take her on, no worries, give her the old left, right, good, right. So, but no, if it was Texas, not a chance, mate. We'd run for the hills.
Yeah, I would be well out of there like a bloody poo flies and poo. I'd be out of there, mate.
So, would you guys survive? So that's the water part. Do you guys reckon if circumstances had it that you were stuck and a hurricane, alright, we'll put it in the middle, we'll say somewhere between Debbie and Irma, we'll say somewhere in the middle is a pretty medium hurricane. Do you guys reckon you could survive? Do you have the skills?
I reckon if I put on my weddy and chucked on my booties and went, how's your father? I reckon I could survive.
Yeah, I think I'd follow his side personally. He's a scout, so knows how to build a fire.
Always prepared, mate.
Always prepared.
Always prepared.
Actually, I'd bring Bryn because he's from Christchurch, so must know everything, from Christchurch.
Is Bryn from Christchurch?
Yes,
apparently Bryn's from Christchurch.
Apparently. Haven't heard that 100 times.
So would you survive? I reckon I could, but in all honesty, I don't know about everyone else, because I'm surprised every morning I wake up and you guys survive a Friday night. Yeah. I'm hearing some of the stories and I see you guys. Obviously I find you guys under stairwells and stuff, but I guess that means you're pretty resourceful, doesn't it?
Yeah, we can find some good spots to duck and cover,
Exactly, so if there was a hurricane, man, I think you guys would do your heads on it. I reckon the podcast crew, we could all survive, and if need be, or if not, if we just wanted to, I'm sure that we could all comfortably cuddle together for warmth.
I bet you could also release another podcast throughout, too.
Shotgun, big spoon.
You heard it here, folks. We've put it on wax that if a hurricane hits New Zealand, there will, of course, be a Power Hour podcast special where we will be recording from within the eye of the storm.
Don't worry,
I love it.
May not have power, but we'll definitely have beers. Don't worry.
And an hour.
So, the last part of this is the Coulda, and the Shoulda, Woulda, Coulda. Could you guys be a one-man hurricane? So what that means is that's coming along the lines of, are you capable of just wreaking up a place on an absolute binge tier? So, like, are you guys the destructive type yourself?
I reckon I would do well on a rugby field, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen JP Friday nights around here. I think he tears up the D floor too. So, one man army, I think I'd give it a decent shot, see how it goes. I think a bit of rip start and a line of coke. You never know. We'll see what happens though.
I'd definitely house your father it.
Yeah, true. Too
Yeah.
right, mate. Too right.
I don't know if you guys have seen my room, but it is an absolute war zone.
Yeah,
I'm
no, it is.
definitely a hurricane.
100%, yeah.
I've got things everywhere. I've got like when I was packing up to go home, I moved my bed and I found 3 pizza boxes, 1 bottle of Pepsi that was half drank, so I finished that off. And then several items of clothing that I'd been looking for, and a pair of sneakers that I needed for work that I'd luckily found. So I mean, if someone was to walk into my room, they would think that a fucking hurricane lives there. In all honesty,
Maybe Debbie's chilling out.
It sounds like a kitchen, to be honest.
Debbie's
as well.
my middle name. Alright, so we'll wrap that up and we'll go right along to the slice of unsolicited advice.
You probably don't need it, nor do you want it, but here's our slice of unsolicited
As we say
advice.
every week, we know a lot. Kinda, sorta. For people our age, I think we know a lot. We bring a lot to the table, you know? We all have our different experiences, we've all lived in different places, so we know a thing or two. One thing we have all done at some point or another is camping. If you're a New Zealander, she's rude not to. Everyone has been camping, and if you have not been camping, the time is quickly approaching, so we are going to lay down some advice from our experiences camping to help out the listeners. So we'll work our way around in a pretty circle, and we'll start with Camo with all the ammo. What advice have you got for our listeners on camping?
Well, just talking about the hurricanes, I think a little slight build on that is if the rod's flooded, take the dirt road, mate, is what I suggest. But also, I think you must always have at least $200 cash on you.
Yeah.
Honestly, we learned that the hard way, stuck up north, in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. Yeah, we were stuck.
No, we were stuck under a table.
We were generally stuck under a table. No reception, no idea where we were. There's another point, actually, you need a map.
Yeah.
No, don't use your phones, definitely bring a map. And we almost ran out of fuel in our boys' car, and luckily the girls had some cash on them, so we managed to top up using that cash, $20 on it, until we could get to some bit of reception to put some money on our cars. But yeah, without them having that little bit of money, we would be stuck under a table, I think.
We would be no good.
No.
What about you, J-Phat? Have you got any tips?
Well, yeah, about the weather, she was a bit wet.
Yeah.
I did, it wasn't so much of, is it raining in Auckland, it was, I know it's fucking raining where I am. So you always wrap your tent.
Yeah.
Metaphorical and physical.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, when it's that cold, I have to say, if it's really that cold and if it's raining, you got to do what you got to do to survive, and that may lead to a bit of harmless spooning to keep warm. And there is no shame in that, but like J-Phat, like you said, you must wrap the tent.
Exactly.
We can't have hypothermia spreading around, just like we can't have syphilis spreading around.
Exactly. You don't want a young one running around either.
No, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah, we had 5 of us snuggling up, and without the 5, Jesus, definite hypothermia, most definite.
Yeah, so what have we got? You need cash. How much cash do you reckon?
Minimum 200.
Minimum $200. Keep in mind you will probably need petrol as well.
Yes.
Always wrap the tent because of weather, and always wrap the tent when you are spooning.
Yes.
Sorry, boys, but all those don't sound like camping tips. They sound like sex tips, including the $200 and the petrol. So
You've got us. We went to Calendar Girls.
Alright, on that bombshell, we will move it right along to our next segment, which is, of course, the Power Hour Plug.
The Power Hour Plug.
This week on the Power Hour Plug, we are joined by a very, very special guest. It is our own Milan. How's it going, man?
Oh, it's fucking good as always.
Perfect. So, Milan, you are in this week because you and your boys, you guys have put together round 2 of the infamous pub quiz that we attended So do you want to give us the details on that?
Well, just on that, you came second, didn't you? Was
Yeah.
It your group, eh?
We
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
That was our group.
Sadly second.
Sadly we came second, but it was at that pub quiz where we actually came up and finalised the ideas for this podcast. So you're like the godfather
Yeah,
of
Am
the
I like
Without
I'm
you,
the founder?
we wouldn't exist. Yes.
Without
I
your
like
quiz, you're
that.
next
I
year.
like
So
that.
we had to get you in to let everyone know about round 2 because the first one was so awesome, and the second one is going to be even better, isn't it?
Team Chicken Bum Week.
Exactly.
Cheeky
So
bum week.
what are the details, man? When,
So,
where, what's going
round
on?
2, Thursday, the 14th,
There's something like
something
that.
like that of this upcoming week.
Yep.
We're hosting it at Shadows. Dylan and I, your reliable MCs, will be up on the top there, getting pissed as usual.
Sweet.
Yeah, I don't really remember much of the end of the last one, to be honest.
That's always good.
It was quite fun
I
though.
don't think many people do. That's what's
No.
so good about it.
That is definitely it.
Yeah.
We've got some wicked prizes to give out on the night, and we've got, it's going to be made up of 8 sections,
Yep.
and you just got to power your way through it. There's going to be some funny ones in there, but a cheeky ones.
We wouldn't have it any other way, eh?
Nah.
Exactly.
Well, especially not for cheeky bumwing.
Oh,
Exactly. So, what were the details like? So last time, quite a few, more people showed up than what was expected.
Yes.
So how are we expecting more this time
I'm
round?
expecting more this time round, yes. Especially if, with your guys' help, bit of advertising, we're trying to pump a few more people into it, you know. Last time I expected a max of 20, so I almost ran out of sheets. We had nearly 20 teams.
Yeah.
This time I'm hoping for maybe over 100, 120, 30 people.
Exactly.
Sweet.
I don't see why we can't achieve that. So, what time will it be run? Is it going to be
Starting at 7 o'clock at Shadows.
Perfect.
Yeah, so probably kick-off, maybe 7:30, get a few brewskis in you at 7, set up. We'll be up on the mic and just sorting out music and shit as well.
Awesome, and of course there's no cost or anything like that.
No.
So we can just come along, rock on up for a good time and a few pints
Yeah.
and do a pub quiz.
Yeah.
Run by Milan and Dylan.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that sounds perfect.
Also, because we ran it last time, we got a bit of sponsorship from them, so we're probably getting food discounts, hopefully.
Oh,
And truthfully,
Nice.
Josh and Eden were telling me that we might be getting some food delivered to each table who signs up.
Sweet.
So sign-ups start up tomorrow, first day of semester. So
Yep.
you've got 4 days to sign up before it, and hopefully if you do, you get some free food.
Cheeky Bum Week would definitely be the top of that
Count
list.
us
Yes.
in.
Most definitely.
I like
So,
that.
is it just food that's discounted, or is he...
Yes,
something
because we are a professional company. We're not allowed to support the consumption of alcoholic beverages.
of course.
So we've kind of thought that a bit of a discount on a bit of food, and then that'll get everyone kick-started onto some drinks.
Of
Rather
course.
ironic, seeing as you're part of the Power Hour podcast.
Oh,
we
still.
right now.
Very responsible drink.
Yeah, we are. We do keep it in a very controlled environment, so...
Well, we never said that me and Dylan won't be
Yeah,
shouting
exactly.
someone a bit of a brewski on the night, you know?
Jake.
The Power Hour Podcast, as a team, we have a cheeky question to ask you,
Alright.
as we do with every employee we drag along here. And we found a good one tonight, so I'm just going to go and shoot it off. How big's your cock, big boy?
What?
You're never supposed to ask that.
Why do you want to know about my penis size, first of all? Is this a personal interest, or is this just something that's been going
It sounds like a
around?
professional what he thinks, but I'm not sure sure.
Alright, I'll just say above average. I think that's a safe answer. If you went to the last pub quiz, you'll know what the average penis size is, due to our
Exactly.
expectations section.
5 inches in New Zealand.
Yeah, well, this it's rounded to inches, so we said 5. But this time for a section, we got sexy time, which sparks a whole new 8 questions of sex-related facts.
I like it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing. Well, I cannot wait. We cannot
We
wait.
cannot wait.
And of
No.
course, the listeners cannot wait either. We'll all be down to sign up and put a team together. So, Milan, thanks for coming along.
You're most welcome.
We'll be sure to see you at the pub quiz, having a few brews and getting about 50% of the questions right again, and somehow coming second.
Come and see him.
We'll be after first place though, won't we?
100%.
Yeah, well, we're going to cheeky bum wink it.
Of course. Wow, what a plug. Thanks for that, Milan. We will be sure to attend that pub quiz to take over our title. What do you reckon, boys?
Sounds bloody grouse to me. Can't wait for it, mate.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be a bloody good time. Round 2s, you can't beat a round 1, but you can also improve.
The old round twos, booze pose, eh?
Yeah, round
Nothing
2s,
wrong with that.
poos, up your hose.
The sequel is always better. So, we'll go along to our weather segment. So once again, I am going to make the point that our listeners have the right to know if it is raining in Auckland, and it is our responsibility as honourable podcasters to let them know. So, Camo, with all the ammo, is it raining in Auckland?
Oh, I don't think so.
No?
No.
J-Phat?
Most definitely raining in Auckland, yep.
Alright, so we've got a yes and a no. I will check. Nah,
No?
No?
Ah, shucks.
not raining in Auckland. Don't know what you want from me. Moving it right along, we have, of course, Have You Ever? This is the segment where we peel back the layers of our podcasters and we see a side that other people may not get to see all that often, nor necessarily want to see that often. So, we'll make this a goodie. This week's topic for Have You Ever goes, have you ever planted the seed but no plant has grown? And that's in a metaphorical sense. We're talking about, have you ever laid down the groundwork for a relationship or an intimate evening with a potential lover and had nothing happen? You got left up shit's creek. Camo, has this ever happened to you?
Mate, my defence, I blame the educational system.
Yeah.
After a reasonably decent 2-year grind, I was stitched up with the old murder in the pants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we should leave it at that.
There was a 2-year build-up of you laying down the groundwork,
Yeah.
and it ended with a murder in the pants, and you didn't go through with it.
Yeah, no, I didn't go. Oh, what? No, I'm not going through it. Yeah, no. I think it's a different topic, but I'm not going through it. Sorry, mate.
Did you think, since you'd waited 2 years, you maybe could have waited a week and
No.
then kept going, kept sowing, laying down the fertiliser?
That's right, there's plenty of time left in my lifetime, mate. I'm still young. Sure, no, give another, I don't know how long. I'm fucking all back at it again.
Well,
Back at it, round twos.
I respect your patience.
Yeah, no.
What about you, J-Phat? Have you ever laid down the seed and not had anything sprout?
Yeah, it was a How's Your Father weekend, and we were just chatting away, having a couple of brews. And I'd like to say, I pay my taxes, so I expected something.
Yeah.
And it just didn't occur. It didn't occur to either of us. We had a few too many, and we were just out like a light switch on a power cut.
And did you ask her the question?
I said, how about it? But it probably
No. You ask her, like, what she got up to today.
Oh, I didn't ask her that because, I didn't. Because I'd been with her the whole day. You know, it seems a bit weird to ask her, what have you been up to today if you've been with her the whole day?
Yeah, it's a pretty average pickup line, Camo.
Sorry. Yeah.
You gotta work on your game, man.
By the way, it's been 2 years and I haven't got it yet.
Yeah, well, that explains it. Well, how can you expect to get with someone if for 2 years you're constantly asking what they've been up to? I mean, surely that'd get annoying. But what about you, J-Phat? You seem like a pretty handsome dude, and your Tinder advice is out the gate spectacular.
So right.
Cheers,
How is
mate.
it that you've been presented with a situation such as this, where you're with a fine lady, and then you haven't been able to seal the deal as such?
Oh, like I say, I've just been a bit too legless. Just,
One too many 100 proof
one too
glasses
many.
of the old Southern Comfort, eh?
Yeah, I'd say so. It's just been a couple too many How's Your Father drinks.
Yeah. The Southern Comfort 100 proof's good like that, eh?
And before you know it, you're just having a snuggy lala, and you're a sleepy
You're
lala.
cold. You're right. Cold. Out like a light.
Fair enough.
I like
I guess
it.
that stuff happens to the best of us, doesn't it?
Yeah, she probably wouldn't have been much up of a operational parts downstairs anyway with that amount of alcohol.
Okay, on that I'm going to move it right along before someone gets fired.
Jesus.
No hide.
We are, of course, at the segment where we analyse and break down the media, and we ask, is this news?
Whether it is or it isn't, these titles have made headlines. The boys ask, is this news?
So obviously, in today's world, news is thrown at us in all different directions, but sometimes it's really just not that interesting. It's ads or clickbait or just shit poor.
Porn.
So, we have several headlines here, and I'm going to obviously read them out to you guys. And then, if you want to, I'm asking you to, you can analyse and discuss, is this news? Would you read it? Or is it just taking up space in the news that could be spent on All Blacks coverage or something? Yeah? Bloody oath. So, our first headline to kick it off is, ignoring your children may be the best thing for them.
Yeah. Bloody good news.
So that's a quote, obviously from some sort of study, and it says, ignoring your children may be the best thing for them. What do you reckon, Camo?
I can see how that works, to be honest.
How can you see that can work?
Well, if my parents ignored me a bit more, I might get a bit more alone time, you know? But, no good to me. It's no good to me.
Yeah, I reckon if you're being a little, how's your father shit, like, you know when you're at the grocery store and they're like, get in the car, Johnny, and you're like, no, mum, fuck yeah. And then it's like, okay then, see you later. And they just fucking go, and you're like, no, come back. And that's no good to anyone. So if you just ignore your kid, then your kid learns.
So you're saying, in your instance, they drove off without this Johnny character, and then you said it was no good, and then you're saying, thus, ignoring your children helps them learn.
Yep.
So you're saying that it's good.
Yep.
Well, that was a roller coaster, and you reckon it was good as well.
Yeah, okay, yep. Yeah, you know what? Everything you said just then about the heads went right home my head. So I'm just going to say yes. Yeah, no, yeah.
It's been a long bloody week.
It's been a bloody long week.
Okay, so is this news?
Yes.
Definitely.
You want to know this?
Yeah,
Upcoming
yeah,
parents
I do.
you are.
Yeah, we are. I mean, could be already, but who knows?
Alright, so
I pull out.
our next headline is Death Metal Band arrested over kidnapping.
Oh yeah, kidnapping what?
It would be a death metal band, though, wouldn't it?
It would.
Well, like, you wouldn't hear bloody some acoustic guitarist being a kidnapper.
You wouldn't hear
Jack
Jack
Johnson.
Jack Johnson,
Yeah.
yeah. It's him in the bloody saving the earth, not
So you
stealing
love
from children, you know?
Yeah,
So,
so so to your question, J-Phat, kidnapping usually refers to the napping of kids.
Nappings and stealing.
Yeah, no, not to be
Oh, I couldn't
confused with kidnapping, which is when you break into people's houses and change their kids' nappies for them while they're not paying
is that
attention.
what it
You're like the tooth fairy, but you're the nappy fairy.
Yeah, exactly. This is kidnap. So this death metal band, I didn't read the article, but I'm assuming this death metal band took a kid.
What? Makes logical sense. But why? What the...
Well, it says they were arrested over it. I'm not sure if that means they were found guilty, because you can be arrested over suspicion.
Yeah,
And I guess that would be put in. I mean, at the end of the day, it sounds like a death metal band got done for kidnapping a child. That's pretty metal.
Yeah, rock on,
That is
rock on.
quite rock on.
Do you guys reckon this is news?
Not really.
No. Yeah? Fair enough. What do you reckon, Camo?
I would definitely read the intro to see what the bit more information on it, but I think it is news. It is news.
I think it's pretty interesting. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just one of those curiosity stories that people click on because it's just so out the gate crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
But, I mean, when you break down a formula of what is news, that's part of it. That is news. Alright.
Yeah.
So, our final headline, and this one is real interesting, and we should all be concerned about this one. The robot dog that can sniff out smelly feet.
Right.
Well, I've been wearing
So-
the same socks the past 3 days, so
Yes.
let's not get that robot in here.
Yeah, exactly.
That's no good to me.
What purpose do you think this dog would serve other... Because it's smelling feet, but I don't think anyone purely wants a dog just to smell out smelly feet. I mean, if we wanted to, we could just do that.
Yeah, exactly.
What purpose would it serve outside of that, do you reckon?
I reckon an odour.
What do you reckon, Camo?
Mate, I just don't see why it wouldn't want smelly feet. Why not drugs? That makes logical sense. You know, something illicit.
Yeah, well, that's a good point. Producer Luke, have you got anything on this story that could give us a bit of details here? Because we're kind of left in the dark on what purpose this dog would serve other than to smell feet, which seems like a pretty pointless act.
I'll do my best, boys. So Japanese, just as
It
Japanese.
would be
A
Japanese.
Japanese developed robot dog that sniffs out smelly feet. Okay. Do your feet smell bad? Or do they just look a little awful? It's a Japanese startup, and they believe they have the answer to find this out. So it's not even like a TSA, it's not for airports, there's really no purpose. It's just if you think your mate's a smelly fucker, this dog's
get a
gonna
You can buy this Robo Goku dog and then they
It's a
smell
little
the
shut
feet.
up. It's a 15 centimetres, so that's only like 6 inches. It's a dog equipped with an odour detector.
Oh, yeah.
Does the job.
Like the size of a beer can.
That's right. Oh, interesting enough, it sprays fresh air, and it can distinguish the unpleasant aromas in that situation.
Wow.
So more useless technology for your home.
Fair enough.
Pretty cool.
I mean, I'm sold. That sounds like it could be pretty funny, really.
Yeah.
Just to feed it? How do you charge it? Do you like put a plug in its bum or something?
Surely you could just spray other things.
Something like that.
Like some nice incense or something like that.
Incest.
Yeah, sorry, incest. You spray the old incest around, like... Sure, it's good for their household, mate. But
I'll hold the record on that one, boys.
here we go.
It's got a price tag of $1,276.
Okay, I'm officially out of that one. I take it back. I do not want that thing.
Yeah.
It's worth $1,000.
It's worth $1,000.
Imagine how many like cans of Lynx Africa you could buy for
That's
that.
right.
Oh.
You can smell so much better.
That's Lynx.
Yeah.
Africa. What?
Africa,
The song Africa should be sponsored by Lynx.
What, you mean the song by Toto?
Toto.
It should be song.
Actually, that makes sense.
Now that you mention it, how come it's not even been used in an advert, you know?
Lynx Africa.
Yeah.
Why have they not even used Africa by Toto?
Are you listening, Toto? Are you listening, Lynx?
I bet he is.
There you
I
go,
bet he is.
right there. Mate, look at that money maker.
Of course we're listening. We've just thrown away $1 million idea.
That's a
Hope you
great
guys all
business
read it.
proposition.
Alright boys, so to wrap it up, is this news? They learned about this dog?
Negatory.
Negatory?
Yeah, nah.
I'd prefer to learn how to like distill beer or something like that,
Yeah, fair enough. You
Yeah.
could just Google that. But I mean, yeah, fair enough. Breaking news, how to make your own beer.
Breaking
Cheap and
news.
easy.
Breaking news: how to smell your feet if they're stinky.
Take your feet.
Save $1,000
$1,000
to smell your mate's feet.
Good googly boogly. Fuck me. And look at the time. It hasn't been close to a fucking hour, but that's just about the end of the pod. Thanks for giving this record a spin. Another hot one to add some spice in your life at the start of your week. Gents, we've had a great chat. What have we learned today?
Mate, I've learned that if you ever go camping, make sure to keep $200 down your socks, because you never know if you have to really crash somewhere or, you know, whatever happens. You got...
Okay. I've learned that hard work doesn't always pay off, but if you want something to pay off, you need hard work.
Bloody too right, mate.
Oh, I say swing your lala, buddy. Just swing your lala all night long. It should be right.
Woo-wee, what a fucking roller derby it's been. But it's time to take off the skates and get out of the fucking bowl cunt. Folks, have a jerk off on us. For your father, for the family, and as always, stay beautiful, your slice of heaven.